Great day. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Hope you are having a great one. I am sitting down today. My legs are tired. Went to the gym, beat my legs up yesterday with the trainer. So I am sitting down today. Sometimes it's good. Just take a break, right? All right, today is a 9 kind of day for the market. If you know what that means, you know what it means. All right, let's get our 643.30, 182.01, 57. What am I doing? I'm kind of sleepy. Was up early, going to the airport. And yeah, I'm sleepy today. Disrupted sleep. That's why I'm a little late. I had to catch a morning cat nap. All right. Coffee is kicking in. Taking my Shilajit. Do you guys know what Shilajit is? It's great. It's fulvic acid. Fulvic acid is good for killing parasites. This also has a bunch of nutrients that your body needs. Like 84 out of 94, 94 out of 104. All right. I'll get there. All right. Just not quite as peppy as usual. Pepe le pew. Oh my goodness. When the skunks are out, it is stinky. All right, let's get into what is moving today. So Intel, big news of foreign investment. And yep, there was also big, let's see if I'm still logged in over here. Oh no. All right, here we go. So if we go back to our home screen, that's not what I wanted, dashboard. For today, top trades for yesterday, let's look at them. I will be doing a live stream webinar with my buddy Dave that developed this. So BIL looks like it had crazy volume yesterday. Also, Intel, we already know that, 24.34, so an important level to watch. I think I'm going to incorporate this into our daily live stream. We can see that we're starting to get big volume on Apple. AMD had big volume. This is on Friday, my birthday. Where's Roger? Roger loves AMD. UNH had big volume and boom, it moved. Also, another great website I discovered from coaching is Open Insider. I loved SEC Form 4, but Open Insider's pretty awesome. Not gonna lie. So if we say the last 3 days that we want to see, search, it's going to show us in specific the last purchases. We can see how much they bought, how much they sold, and look at that, it is color coded. So you can see, hey, John Dorman from SmartRent purchased 100,000. Those are pretty awesome, right? If you want to see, we can eliminate this here, even purchase. Let's go to the last month. Who had the biggest purchases for insider buying? Oh my goodness, right here. It looks like a Thai Life Surface Sciences, 818. Well, that's the filing date. So that's not necessarily the purchase date, but that is the filing date. So let's go check out a Tay. A Tay. It reminds me of appetite. Insider buying, what price? $219. All right. So 219 on ATAI. This was probably an option. What's the word? Exercise. See, I'm really slow to this morning. Turtle Beach. I wonder what M means. I wonder what this means. Let's go. Officer. Let's further do this. So officers at the company, purchasing. Nothing too super and crazy that I see of like millions. But if we look at purchase price, let's go into the millions. Who has spent millions of their own money? We've got Willis, Kevin Willis of Valvoline, Triple V. 1, 2, 3. Triple V. And where did he buy in? $39.41. All right, so he bought right about here. So if he bought right about there for Valvoline, well, great job on SOUN. So Valvoline insider buying right at $39.41. Well, it looks like he thinks this is going to continue up. So this could be interesting, right? That's a nice inverted head and shoulders. Do you see that on the big picture? Inverted head and shoulders. Hello. I see ya. Depth of the inverted head and shoulders. Bull is the word on the street. Oh, that's bull honky. We'll check it out. $9. So looking for this to move $9 to the upside from that $40. We're going to say $49 for Valvoline. Looks like that's what the inverted head and shoulders insider buying is going to tell me. I think I like it. All right, let's get back to day trading. Sorry, got distracted with open insider. All right, let's go over here. I feel like I'm slow moving this morning with an hour to shuttle to the airport. So pardon me if I'm not as wild and crazy and zippy as I usually am. Okay, let's bring this back. So we have Intel. Boom. All right, Intel over here. Let's also check out the crypto fear and greed. 53. All right, we're going to see a big move in crypto today. Expansive move. Ooh, another big impulse move in the market. Hey, Lorenzo, you know what's really weird? I see your chat over there, but I don't see it on my multi-stream. Oh, I see it over there. That's so strange. It's not Tim Hortons coffee. Eh? I have actually taught my daughters how to make me a cappuccino in the morning. It's the best thing ever. They fight for who's going to make me coffee. It's the best. Shh, don't tell them. They're so kind. I want to do it. No, I want to do it. Okay, I'll let you do it tomorrow, but you do it today. How about that? Okay? Sneaky mommy, huh? 2055. Secret of kids, make everything a game. Pan W up as well. $11.40 from earnings. Earnings, point of control, 185.05. I like all your little emojis, Lorenzo. Thank you for doing that. All right, let's check out Bull. Shovel saying, let's look at Bull. Bull, Webull Wobble. Oh, that's a good song. Webull Wobble, Webull Wobble. Okay, so look at the volume. Is it getting higher? Average is just down at 9 million. We had big impulse move there from earnings. Let's see, make sure this is from our most recent earnings, or is this from, no, it's all the way back here. So let's put it on earnings over here, and let's add another. Feels like they are due for earnings. So it looks like earnings is just about the same spot. 12, which one is this one? Let's make this one a pinkity. All right, 1262. Haha, there we go. 661. $185.05. There we go. I'll add bullet. Hold on. What's our volume today? It's only 36,000. So I'm not going to add it on. There's not enough volume yet for today, but we will map it out for later. Let's check out Coin, Nvda, the classics. So Coinbase so far doesn't have very much. Let's go to Nvda. Always has a lot. And we are up above the trend line. Whoop, whoop. We had consolidation. We are getting ready for what looks like to be a breakout on Nvda. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Nvda. All right. 23.4, still down at 414. Little rascals. Those little rascals. This is our earnings. Why is this February 25th? Oh, earnings. Ding, ding. Hello. So this is our earnings most recently, 144.10. Still stays the same. I also have a bee sting, and I feel like, you know that movie, can you guys see it on how red it is? You can actually see it's all red right here. And I feel like the what's it, Eddie Murphy movie where he gets into a fat suit. My hand feels like it's in a fat suit because it's all swollen and red. Maybe that's part of my sort of recoveryness today because of my bee sting. My yellow jacket that got me. It got me. I want to check out Meta. Meta feels toppy and we're below that big money. So I'm going to put Meta over here. It is higher priced. I recognize it's higher priced. However, I feel like we're going to have a big meta move. We're going to have a meta move. And the meta move, because we are below the meta money side, meta money price. So that one's on watch. Where, let's check out Apple. What's going on, Apple? Apple, we're just testing around it, but I don't like the placement of Apple. Alrighty, okay. Circle is on the move again. Does not have 100,000. However, this is, volume is dropping. We're just below the big money point of control. It looks like it might want to, let's add a secondary. We have that top off move right here, but let's put a secondary one right here. So it looks like it's getting really close, sort of right here at that trend breakout zone is where the big money is. We've also been setting higher lows. So looking for this to break out up above 149.50, 150. Above 150 would anticipate a move up to the 187 mark. I'm going to put it on. It's not there yet. This is on watch. $149.41. Let's check out PLTR. Pulling back. Big money sold up there. I like the song. All right. Stellantis. Let's do PL Ply and Plymouth. Plymouth REIT, Real Estate Investment Trust. Rocking it. 38 million. Lower float, low float rocket ship, so careful on that. Big money's down at 14.98. Likely a bit of a short squeeze going on. But let's give us that caution right there. All right, starting to see that we have stuff pulling back. Let's check out our calendar for today. Today is Tuesday. Maybe they are still positioning for a big move Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. We've got these red FOMC minutes coming out on Wednesday, 2 p.m. So they could be positioning for volatility, for movement. Remember, here's the thing. It's not the news. It's where the big money is. So when we start to see, hey, let's go back one more day to Thursday. Okay, the Russell, 9 million, 231.20. It's not 231.20 is way up here. That's why I put this little one on, because we are dancing around that big money level. If we go back up above, a close above 229, bull on, baby. Let's rock this market, because we still have the biggest volume below us, right? So in my head, yes, we are bull. We don't need to get fearful. That's what I'm saying. Okay, Wolf is crying wolf. Let's go to Medtronic. Le Medtronic, le. Medtronic disaster. I feel like Medtronic's a German company. 89.99 is their point of control. For earnings, I'm getting there. Can you see? The coffee is kicking in. 89.99. AMD, Roger, where are you? Where are you, Roger? Here's AMD. It's quite interesting, huh? That where's our AMD volume? Ah. Hello. Did I not put one on? There we go. I don't know what this line is. Bye-bye. So AMD, big money volume, 172.16 right there. All right, and this has 1.61 billion. Medtronic. MSTR is pulling back. Continuing the downward move. You see, it's following that trend line down, though. We are below the big money. 372.71. Crying wolf. Yeah, did you like that? We can just add wolf on for fun. I'll put it over here. Wolf. There you go. Advancement. But this looks like it might want to pull back a little bit, back to the 4. We've got super long leg doji. You know what? Why didn't I have a... They're still down at 542. All right, let me tweet out. Hey, you guys are new to following me. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe you're here and you were wondering why I was late, and it's because I took someone to the airport and I had to make a coffee. Actually, I had to get my daughters to make me coffee. So I am here now, and we are going to talk about what is awesome today. All right, so I've been here in the stock market world for 25 years and here to help peeps like yourself. So I do my daily live stream to help people with setups. I know what it's like. I started in the trading world, had no idea, back in 2000, studied for my Series 7, and then I moved forward. I was working with brokers with 25 years of experience, and the dot-com bubble imploded. I got laid off. It was going to be partner with a broker of 25 years or follow a passion of culinary school. I went for culinary school. Then I fast forward to married, pregnant, working for the airlines, secondary layoff, 8 months pregnant. Not a pleasant scenario. What was I going to do? Well, I came back to trading. I'd had a $25,000 trade that I turned into $250,000. One trade, single trade. And I thought, you know what? I want to get more hands-on into day-to-day, so day trading. Now I kind of like a combination of day and swing, but I know what it's like. I've done chartered market technician studies, and so I'm here sharing with you every morning. We're going to start off looking at crypto. ELF. Okay. Julie wants to check out ELF. I hear you, Julie. I see. Do you wear ELF makeup, Julie? Have you learned about the Yucca app? I like the Yucca app. All right. So let's get into the crypto segment over here. What am I looking at? I'm looking at the big money, right? The big money is going to move the market. So when the big money moves, a big move is coming. We saw big money move their point of control up here. This is the January one. This is the April one. The July one is still at 117,983. We have 2 quarters so far for Bitcoin that are above us. That's not looking good for Bitcoin. That's not looking good for Bitcoin stocks either. So keep that in mind. Now, with the intraday trading, I want to look to see what's happened today. So I want to look at the start of the trading day for crypto, forex, futures, and commodities. That's going to start yesterday, right? You might not know it, but this is actually yesterday. This is tomorrow for sign language. I have an aunt and uncle that are deaf, so I incorporate that. And now look, today I did nothing and these came back. So yay, it was bugging me yesterday. I don't know what I did, but I got it to change back. So I'm good. All right, Ethereum, big money point of control for the daily, 36.40 and 88 cents. The intraday point of control, 31 and 43 cents. All right, 42.31 and 43 cents right there. All right, XRP big money level on the daily has stayed the same. Intraday, we're looking at 301 and 64 cents. All right, let's go to Doge. Doge big money level over here has changed. So it is at 0.22387. And over here, it is 0.21672. 0.21672. Thank you. And Solana. Solana big money level is the same. Look at that. Nobody told me I mistyped it yesterday. Please tell me when you see an error. I don't want to put false information out for others, like 118,000 or 18,000. Intraday over here, we have the 181.32 right there, but for us it's 179.56. All right, let's go back to Bitcoin. I hope you understand what I'm looking at now. Now that we've seen the big money levels, let's go and create a trade setup. So big money, 70% for today, boundaries 114,787 and 115,463. So we got to go above that. We have a Camarilla right over here. So if we put it here, 115,600, that's going to give us $80. Let's go above that. Let's do 115,700, and there we go. Or below, I'm going to go below over here, because if we go here, it's a little trade. But if we go below 114,600, we have a nice big potential short all the way down to 113,300. All right, 114,600 and 115,700 right there. All right, let's go to Ethereum. All right, Ethereum right over here, 413.15. A little congested today. We're starting to have cooler weather. All right. And 4,200. 4,200, 43.15. Go to XRP. Kind of feels jazzy this morning, huh? Let's see. Let's put up $3.05. So we had big volume down here, 298. See, this gives us 2.5 cents right there. This would give us, if we put it right at 3, I like that one. 3, it would give us not 3 cents, but that's a pretty strong support that would likely break down. So we're gonna do that. 3 and 3.05. Let's go to Doge. Doge is testing the big money level. So bring it down, bring it up. There we go. Definitive move, I'm going to say by the 1st of September on Doge. No. It's so small. It's hard with, I can't like contemplate trading something so low priced, but I still map it out. So 0.21625 and 0.22125. If you have a stock or crypto or anything that you would like to check out, put in the chat. If you are brand new to following me, welcome. If you like what I'm talking about, if you have any questions, put it in the chat. Listen, there's no reason to be shy about a question, because if you have a question, that means you want to learn. If you want to learn, you're going to do better. So it's up to you to ask the questions. I'm not really good at my mind reading yet. I mean, really try on it, but I don't have all the answers to everybody's questions without them asking. And still, I don't have all the answers. I just have some perspective. All right, so we see that Solana is positioning at this point in time. And I forget to say, you know, I know everybody has an opinion. I have an opinion. You have an opinion. Let's respect each other's opinions. I can agree to disagree. And that's what's beautiful about trading is, listen, the market is always right. So just go with the price action, right? You can't really argue with the price action. And where the big money is where the big money is. So if you're using that big money, that biggest level, you're going to do better. All right, let's go to Intel. Intel investments rocket to the upside. Over here. Do, 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 do. Put on a 5 minute. Give us a bit more perspective. All right, 5 minute point of control. 24.83 is the 70% and 25.13. If we put up to 25.20, let's go 25.40 up here. Then look, it's nice and clear. Oh my goodness, a beautiful trade. Or below 24.50. All right, 24.50, 25.40. And let's check our short volume for today. Short volume for Intel. Intel is 34%. 0.34. Nvda, I'm betting you there's a lot of shorting. Oh no. 0.46. Nvda. 61%. Oh yeah, there's people, they were seeing it and they're like, yeah, we're going to short it at the top. We are going to short it at the top. Because, you know, that's the best time to short. Because it will never go against you with the biggest stock in the what's it called? All right, I'm going to take a 2-second break. I will be right back. All right, I'm right here back with you. Sorry, Mother Nature called. You know, I had to answer that call. All right, so circle does not look like a short squeeze on that one. Plymouth, 0.53. More. Okay, there we go. So it looks like we have 2 potential short squeezes. Let's go to Nvda. All right, Nvda, we are pretty much above most. Yeah, we're above all of the, what's the word? Camarillas and pivots. See, they're all down below. So that's nice. Nothing really to contend with. We could put it 187.50 here. $187.50. This goes all the way down to 185.80. Well, we've got this here, so let's put it 185. 185 and 187.50. And that point of control is in the middle. And it is earnings. So we need to make this a bold right there. All right, let's go to Nvda. Nvda up here, top and people wanted to short it. Why'd you do that? You're above this trend line now. Maybe if I put it right here. Oh, we're still just testing it. We'll leave it there. We'll change it. So we're still testing it if we put it right on that one. So I'll put it on that one. So I'm going to say we need to get it up above 182.80. Okay, 182.80. Or below 182.20. Okay, cool. 182.20 and 182.80 for this one to make its move. All right, let's go to Circle. Circle, we're continuing down the hill. I don't know why I put that one there, but I'll take it off. And over here. All right, let's put above 144.20. Below 143. All right. Limit. REIT. Do I have any lines on here? Whoa, look at that. A low of 7. That'd be nice. Get in at 7 and rock it to 21.56. Now, this is low float, so be careful. $19.20, and we're gonna go 21. If 21 stops, go 21.50. Like if it breaks through it, go 21.50. It's gonna be a fast mover today. This could be a life-changing stock for some people. Just make sure you're on the right side of that change. You don't want to be like Joe Campbell that had to set up a GoFundMe because he did not get out of a short, had a major short squeeze against him. Yeah, you don't want to be in that scenario, right? Let's put 767 and 763. This one looks like it's getting ready to make a bigger move, in my opinion. SBET, you got it, Josephine. I still have to send that back to you. Don't worry, it's on my list. It's coming. I promise you it is. PLTR. All right, PLTR over here, 173. SBET. It's gonna be the perfect timing. It's gonna be a little gift. You're gonna be like, oh yeah, today is the day. That's what's gonna happen. 172.20. $173. All right, let's go to Medtronic. Ouch. That is a painful trade, huh? Can you imagine if you bought this morning at 101.50? You're like, yeah, I got in 101. I waited till it broke 100. I'm so happy. And then it's down at 89. You know. All right. Let's put it down below 88.80. Or above 94. Negative, we got to go above up here. Above 95. It's pretty widespread, but you can tell it has made the move today. A wild and crazy ride already this morning just for this stock. if you are a pre-market trader. AMD. Where's Roger? Roger, your AMD's over here. This is like an orange color. I don't like it. I want it to be more red. There. All right, this looks like it's starting to maybe come back. Maybe they want to bring it back down over here to the 33,163. But we are above the big money for now. All right. 175.50, 175.80. Or you can see big money's down here, 173.80, 173.50. Roger, it's AMD, your favorite. I see AMD and I think of you, Roger. That is your stock in my head. Just like Terry's stock is Tesla. I haven't seen Terry in a little while. Maybe Terry likes to come on later. Soon enough, September, I will be back to 8:15. So be aware of that. If you're used to the 7:30 and you're like, where is she? I don't know what's going on. Why isn't she here? It's because I'll be on at 8:15. So giving you the heads up now, September 8:15. Don't forget. You might, and that's okay. It's just perfect if you do. All right, 360 and 362. My bee sting is bugging me. Thankfully, it's not on my cheek, or I'd be like all swollen. So I got 2 wasp stings last month and a yellow jacket sting today. Not today, but this weekend. All right, let's go to Webull for the shovel. Webull for the shovel. So right now there's not a lot of pre-market volume, but I would say, if we look at it from here, 1612. You can see over here that we've got the resistance, right? And then they came back down and tested it around 1565. Oh, you're very welcome. Yeah, Hedge, I already did Intel right here. First one on the list. So I'd put it at 1565. Intel's already done. All right, let's check out Wolf. Wolfie Wolf. Do I have lines? No. All right. All right, Wolf looks like it might want to pull back here. Let's just for fun put one on and see from this point. Yeah, 893. So watch the 893 level. Perfect. That's pretty much where my line is. How about we put it down to 888 or above 930. 930 and 888 for Wolf. All right, let's go to Elf for Jules. Jules wants to see what's going on with her makeup. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know if you wear it or not, but let's check it out. Check it out. Check it out. All right, let's put this one over here. So big money point of control for you is hanging out at 116.79. So since there isn't a lot of pre-market trading going on as of yet, I'm going to put it right here. So 124.50. And if we go backwards, if for a short, I don't know if you're looking at long or short, but I would say 121 and 124.50 for swinging. For day trade, 123. There's really no volume yet today. It's only 3,000. So 123, I'd say, because then you're going to have that top zone here and a pull back down to potentially the 121 area. All right, let's do SBET for Josephine. All right, so SBET came outside. We're below that big money level. So I want to actually adjust this over here. Ooh, look at that. There we go. So right now, since this is setting a low right there, sure, no problem. We went outside of here, not a problem. But the bigger condition is we are below. And I thought I put this on there, no? Okay, earnings. Volume is 2005, so it's testing it at the moment. We have pre-market volume on it. 2012 and 1949. If we did 1988, it's only going to give you 18 cents. 1949 here. Hedge is saying ES 64.59 support to hold for 64.67, 77, 87, and otherwise 64.53 for 42 and 33. Merci for your input there. All right, let's get into the indexes. I'll just leave it big like this. I like it like this. I like it a lot. Okay, so we saw that we had the big money level move to 44.63 for our July date. All right, let's put that up a little bit. 44.446. Where am I? 444 and 63 cents. 401. 44.19. All of, oh, they're both there. 444.19. So Dow, we are up above. We're setting higher. We're in a megaphone now. Watch the 450 zone for a potential pullback. Let's put it right there. 450 breakout zone. Yesterday was chop salad. Yeah, because there was no announcements. Hedge right now, they're positioning Monday and Tuesday for the bigger move the rest of the week. Let me spit out those marbles. 449.12. 449.12. Remember, 80%, 80-20 rule, 200 days, it's going to be an trading day. Let's go to the Russell. 52 trading days that are going to be spectacular. All right, this one is just related to that, but our big money level popped up. This is our January one. Where's our yellow here? How far back does our yellow go? Yellow goes to January. So yellow and orange right here, 223.52. That's the same. This is our July level, 220.23. Okay, and 208.64. That has not changed. All right, let's look at the Russell for today. So we had some bigger volume up at 230. If we go here, let's look at the 15th. Was it the 15th? No, it was right here. The Russell, yeah, 231.29 million that was traded in the dark pools. So that's kind of cool. All right. 227.82 or below 227.50. All right, let's go the Qs. Qs, big money levels, still where they are. They have not really changed. And so I'll just have to call her back. I'm busy. She doesn't remember this stuff. 577. All right. And 576.20. All right, let's go the SPY. They popped their big money levels up and then they changed their mind. So it's back down. It was up here at 637. Now they've pulled it back down. 623.73 and 623. So it was interesting to see that. Maybe they canceled them. Maybe they said, we're going to short this market. Just kidding. We're not. 623.68. Oops, not 823. Look at that mistake. 623.68. If you see me make a mistake like that, please, 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 please tell me. 597.17. I don't want people to have the wrong info, and I'm not doing it on purpose. Okay, you can see, boom, they came up here to this former point of control, the 425. Let's go above that. We got to go above that. And it's only going to give us 14 cents. So let's go to 643.50. That's going to give us 643.80. Let's let it get free and clear of all of the drama and the mess. All right, and 642.60. 642.60 and 643.80. All right, I appreciate you being here this morning. Thank you for joining me this morning. Thank you for the participation on the chat. If you like my live stream, come and join me every morning, roughly 7:30 during the summer, 8:15 in the school year. And I also have a website, carpeprofit.com, with educational stuff to help you along in your trading journey. As I love to say, Carpe Profit sees those profits one trade at a time. Have an amazing trading day. Don't just have a good day,